for another live watch along. Let me just fix that slightly. My name is Analyst Sim, bringing you to another live watch along for a Utah Jazz game. Yes, we're back with some more Utah Jazz content, and it's Utah Jazz versus the Memphis Grizzlies, and the game is just about to get started. And we got a lot of things to kind of talk about. A lot of things. Lots of news is going on out there. Walker Kessler potential trade news is could be interesting, could be a little dicey. I love Walker Kessler, but hey, if the Pacers want to throw in that 2026 first round draft pick, we can get another Walker Kessler. That's all I'm trying to say. Nevertheless, this game should actually be pretty good. Heard Zach Edey was out late yesterday, which is great because it means that for me, I think that we got a chance to win. It probably means that Jaren Jackson Jr. will play the 5. Probably, and if not him, I think they got Santi Aldama. I think Santi Aldama might play a bit of 5, maybe a bit of small ball 5. But this is going to be a difficult game, and I think this is actually a pretty good test for the Utah Jazz. Real good test there for the Utah Jazz in this game. We're about to find out with the lineups. I actually don't know much about the Jazz lineup. I think Lowry's going to be playing today. At least I hope he's playing today. If Lowry's playing, then we got a good chance to win. I will say that. If he isn't, then we're kind of screwed. So let's see what we're doing. All right. Let's see what's going on for this stream. All right. Starting lineup. Lowry's back. Nurkic is back. Looks like he's healthy. Same lineup as before. Keontae at the 1, Ace at the 2, Svi at the 3, Larry at the 4, Nurkic at the 5. Then for the Grizzlies, Ja, Cedric Coward, Jalen Wells, Jaren Jackson, and Santi Aldama. So they're going to play both Jaren Jackson and Santi Aldama. So that makes sense for them to play that. It does mean it's going to be pretty physical there for the Jazz. Lowry might get stifled a little bit. Santi Aldama is, I think, a pretty decent center. Definitely a lot more mobile than Yusuf Nurkic. They might target. I mean, most teams target Nurkic, but yeah, that just flexibility, just being a little bit more athletic, is going to affect Nurkic a lot. But I think as long as we start off at least the first quarter in a good fashion, I think we're good. At the end of the day, if we start off this game like how we start off our last 5 games, then things don't look good. A miss there by Ace. Oh, wow. Ja Morant getting a nice layup there and gets it in traffic. He's going to go to the line already to shoot one. It did look like a foul. Key can't. Hold on. All right. I think he only got a hand on it. So already, Grizzlies already 3-1 up. Let me put the score on for you guys. But Keontae George has the ball now. Jalen Wells, second year, third year guy, but he was injured for most of his second year. He's right there, going to be guard and key. They've also got Santi Aldama kind of marking key as well. Lowry with a fadeaway. Jazz get the ball back, courtesy of Svi Mihailo, because it's 3 by the Jazz. There we go. First 3 of the game. You know what that means. Where is my cheering? There's a nice 3 ball there by Keontae George. It's a 3 by Lowry. Oh, wow. It's another three by the Jazz. Maybe the extra day's rest really helped the Jazz because I got to say that we are not a good 3-point shooting team at all, to the point where I do not think that we should be shooting as many threes as we should, or as we have been. Jalen Wells with a three. I think they call a foul on the Jazz. I think that's Keontae George again. Yeah, it's Keontae George. Yeah, Jalen Wells is going to go to the line to shoot two. That is not the type of foul that we wanted to give away, especially this earlier on. Grizzlies still a solid team even without Edie. Yeah, this game is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Oh, have they got GG Jackson as well? Is he back? I haven't heard much of GG Jackson at all recently. Like, is he injured? Let me also share the scores with you guys. Yeah, it looks like GG Jackson must be injured. Nevertheless, it's 6-6. Let me share this. The Jazz not being disciplined enough. Well, they're on break right now. Let me see what's going on Twitter. Let's see what's going on. All right. Since it's on break, I'll be right back. I need to go sort something out. All right. Jazz win possession. Oh, no, sorry, not win possession. Jazz win the challenge, rightfully so. And then, so now Jazz are at the line. Not because of the challenge, though, by the way. For something completely different. Keontae Joe shoots. Oh, nice fadeaway by Lowry there. Jazz up by 2 right now. I know Google's a little bit further ahead. I know that doesn't stay quite long. But this is, I'm watching the product of the NBA app. And it's a 3 by the Grizzlies. And we throw Jazz, some positivity there. Oh, and then that's another 3. This time for the Jazz. Jazz are up 13-11. Oh, it's a block. That's a monster block there by the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, it's an attempted 3 there by the Memphis Grizzlies. They missed, courtesy of Santi Aldama. Keontae George there with a 3. Oh, there we go. Jazz are on fire right now. I mean, just like with the 3 ball now. I mean, that was a miss layup there by Ja Morant. Ace Bailey doing a pretty good job there on the glass to kind of get the rebounds on that one. Yeah, they're showing the replay of that one. Nurkic setting an illegal screen again. He's got to stop this. Thorough Bailey talking about Nurkic is one of the best screen setters. I'm like, no, that's not a good screen. It's not a good screen. Not a good screen. All right. Jazz got the ball again. Keontae George goes around the screen this time, and Nurkic with a nice, easy layup there. Jazz are up by 7, and I think timeout's been called by Memphis. Loving it. We're at Memphis, and I would have expected this game to be have way more people sitting in the stands. That's crazy. There's not many people there at all. Okay. So, as you know, over the past few weeks, sometimes when I'm watching the games, I've been telling you guys the fact that I have, I'm a data analyst through outside of this, and I've been working on my dashboard, NBA basketball dashboard, to look at the rookies and their progression over the next 5 years, particularly over the guys from 2020 all the way up to now and what things look like. So I was looking, and I've updated the data at least from yesterday. So I don't want somebody being like, "Oh yeah, but it's not quite right because of games that happen like after I put the data pool." As of yesterday, or at least like halfway through yesterday evening, this is what it looks like. So This is, let me share this tab. So this is my dashboard, right? And I want to show you the performances of how things look like this season. Let me just clear that for a second. So I start to think about productivity, efficiency. What's the best way to kind of look at players from a stats perspective, from an analytical perspective, and what that looks like going on long term. Now, so far this season, the data that I got from, and I get my data from the NBA stats website. I copy it, put it in an Excel sheet, and I plug and play into this dashboard, and that's what's powering this right at the moment. So right now, as of this time, Victor Wembanyama is the most efficient player. Surprise, surprise, as we all know. Followed by Jalen Johnson, and we know what he can do when we face the Hawks. But I wanted to look at one guy in particular, Keontae George. Now, I think Keontae George has had a fantastic season so far. When I looked at this a couple of months ago, before the beginning of the season, just looking at last season, Keontae George was just seen as a bench player. Now, so far this season, he is at a regular, solid starter. And I think everybody could see it. If you watch Jazz games, you could tell from the eye test that Keontae George is taking a step up, that he looks now like a solid starter. 22.2 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 6.7 assists. Like, it is all starting to come round for Keontae George. And now when I looked at him as just a shooting guard, someone there that's just going to get buckets, he is now actually looking like a well-rounded guard. And you can see that in this game here. He's already hit that couple of threes, created chances for other people, looking like a really good, solid player. And I really love his development so far, than what you could see from him. Looking at how things have been like for him over the last couple of years. I was looking at Cam Thomas before. Let me clear that. Keontae George has shown considerable growth. 2025, 2026 obviously is still going on, so it's going to be a bit lower here. But when I'm looking at how things are for Keontae, you can see the growth. His defensive rating does need a bit of work. This is his offensive rating across all the years. Now, maybe if we're looking at just for the 2025-2026 season, you can see that's a lot closer. When you compare it to how it was in his first season, poor. Last season, like below average. This season, a lot better. So kind of snap it up. Keontae George, I think as the all Jazz fans have known, he's someone that has shown year-on-year growth. He's finally starting looking like to the player that we thought he might have been. And if he could keep going on this trajectory, whereby, let's say, for instance, this season, let me put in Keontae again. For this season, if he could finally get over that barrier to hit the 101 estimated average offense rating, and to improve his defensive rating, I think we could have somebody that could be a lot more than just seen as a solid starter. Somebody that can be seen as maybe even an all-star player. That's all I'm saying. So that's my little tidbit. At some point, I will kind of go through all of these because there's a lot of good data here to kind of look at. But yeah, now back to our regularly scheduled program, and I'll start sharing the scores again. So, oh, hold on. I think we got some people there in the chat. Mystic Chepe, welcome back, sir. I hope you're okay. He says, hello, bro. Lowry's turned on. Yes, Lowry's turned on. Keontae George is turned on. Like, things are looking pretty good. You also go on to say, I need Utah to win to go out with him. I like that. I think the Jazz are going to win. I think if Zach Edey was playing, I think we might have had a problem. And I'm going to be honest about that. We might have had a problem if Zach Edey was playing. But right now, I think with the team that we have, with Edey being out for the Grizzlies, I think we might be able to squeeze out a win. We might win by like 10. So I don't know how much you put on the Jazz to win this, or like what's the spread look like. But I think the Jazz will win this. I think they win it. But I think it's going to be a lot more difficult. You got Cam Spencer there that they brought into the game. Absolute marksman Cam Spencer. Just out here, just dropping buckets. As a matter of fact, I should probably look at what Cam Spencer has done so far this season. So this is Cam Spencer this season. This is what Cam Spencer looked like this season. Like, really, really good. He looks like a solid start. Cam Spencer probably should be starting. But right now, he's coming up off the bench, and he's causing a serious, serious problem. So yeah, game's now on break right now. Let's go back to the scores. Let's see what's going on here in terms of just the general stats for the game. So you got Jazz at 8 out of 18. Pretty good. I think so. 44% from the field compared to the Grizzlies there that are 35% from the field. But the difference in score is only up by 3. But as you can see, I think the biggest difference is probably with the threes. Jazz are up ahead 57% by 3. They're 4 out of 7. And the Grizzlies are 3 out of 9. And then the biggest thing is, I mean, the Jazz have only got 8 points in the paint. I expect a lot more in the paint. Like, that's where it should be a little bit more for the Jazz. Turnovers, both teams are actually pretty good on the turnovers part. Jazz are getting another couple of points. It's been a few changes here, but so far so good for the Jazz, I'd say. We got Kevin Love is in the game now. Bryce Sensabaugh in the game. Isaiah Collier is in the game. And I didn't even notice my guy, Kyle Filipowski, is in the game as well. What's this going to mean? 3 by Bryce Sensabaugh. Oh, yes. Someone is feeling froggy today. All right. That's a missed 3 by Memphis. And Isaiah Collier. What is he doing, Isaiah? Just drive. Just drive, mate. Just get to the basket. It's fine. Oh, that's a beautiful play there by Filipowski on that play to help Kevin Love. He does his regular like spin move and bounce passes it in the direction of Kevin Love. He grabs it and just goes for the layup. Nice, easy one for there. So I was a bit wrong there in that last play. I thought Isaiah Collier turned the ball over, but it looks like they got a hand on it and it was a foul. And Isaiah Collier is at the line to shoot 2. Just made his first one, which is good. That's a good improvement from last year. He misses the second one. I was hoping he'd prove me wrong on his bad shooting percentage at the free throw line. All right, it's a 3 by Memphis. It's a miss. Jazz get the ball back. These are the opportunities to capitalize and miss. Let's go. Kevin Love there with a 3. He misses. That is not good. All right, Memphis moving the ball actually around pretty good right now. Keontae George putting some good defense right now, forcing the turnover on that last play. That's what we want to see from Keontae. You see that graphic that I put up a little while ago looking at my dashboard? Like, that's where I want to see the defensive improvement on that gauge. So turnover by the Grizzlies. Oh, but that Jazz turn it over now. What are we doing, guys? Come on. It's a 3. It's a miss. Jazz get another bite at the cherry. I hope they bite all the way. It's another miss there by the Jazz. Jazz moving the ball around pretty well. Isaiah Collier. Yes, I think he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. That's a nice one. Force the fouls. That's what we should be doing. When Will Hardy talked about that effort, that's the effort that I'm talking about. Isaiah Collier missing with the free throw. That's not what we want, man. Like that, he's got to be getting that all the time. Come on, Isaiah. That's poor, man. Like you can't keep doing that. You gotta do better. You gotta work on that. Either you start shooting threes and mid ranges and floaters, or you need to just completely and utterly master that free throw shot. Like you can't be doing that. And the Jazz have given up I'd say a decent sized lead by just not being consistent enough. Like the Jazz should have scored 35 right now in the first quarter. They're still on about 29. Larry Market in there getting a bucket in traffic, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 1. They really have to put their foot down and just make them pay. Lowry there hits the free throw. And we got a minute and 48 seconds in this game. All right. You got Jaren Jackson Jr. posting down Filipowski. He misses. Jaren Jackson. Filipowski doing a pretty decent job to put him off course. Isaiah Collier there trying to set it up. Isaiah's got to drive. He's got to drive somehow, some way. Filipowski there not doing that well on the post. Kevin Love trying to get the Jazz, but no. That is not good. Not good for the Jazz one bit. So Jaren Jackson gets fouled by, looks like it's Filipowski there, and he's going to go to the line. That is not what we want. I don't want the Memphis Grizzlies anywhere near the Jazz. You got a guy like Cam Spencer there who perfectly capable of just dropping threes. All right, it's a miss. That's a good one. We should cheer for that. I'll take that. Sorry, Grizzlies fans. But It is what it is. All right. Jaren Jackson. Oh, he misses both of them. Nice. Okay. It's a good foul then. Isaiah bringing the ball up. And Bryce there going for a floater, misses. And the old vet, Kevin Love, gets the bucket. All right. Come on, guys. You cannot leave Santi Aldama. I hate this zone defense. Oh, no. That is not the guy you wanted a free. We left Cam Spencer out. Just open. No. No. All right. Isaiah, drive. Get to the line. Get to the line. Oh, no, he doesn't. Ball goes out off of, I think that was Jaren Jackson. Yeah, it is. Filipowski trying to drive to the line there. Courtesy of Kevin Love. 13 seconds on the clock. Google's a little bit far ahead than myself. Isaiah there out to Bryce. Bryce with a midi. He gets it. 9 seconds to go. All right, Santi Aldama with a three. Oh, my God. And they called, what are we doing? It's a foul on Santi Aldama. He's going to shoot three. Kevin Love. Are they going to challenge it? I don't think they're going to challenge it. I don't think they're going to challenge it at all. All right. Santi shooting. No. All right. He makes the first one. This game should not be close. The Jazz have been very wasteful. Oh, he misses the second. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. Jalen Wells coming back at this game before Santi Aldama's last shot. And you know they're going to play some lockdown defense to prevent us getting the last shot. Santi does make the last one. Zay, come on now. Oh, wow. That bucket went in. It was a three by Zay, and Larry guided it in. Okay, they don't count that. And the first quarter is done. First quarter is done. We do have something to talk about, though, because it's too early to talk about the stats of the game. It's only a difference of 5 end of the first quarter. I'm on Twitter as well, looking at the same time. And this is an interesting story about Walker Kessler. So Art Cummins talks about in contract discussions with the Jazz, Walker Kessler saw upwards of $120 million in total compensation for a long-term contract extension per Grant Afsef, Dallas-based basketball reporter. Okay. There's a clear gap in the talks between Kessler and Utah, one source said. I'm assuming it was for 4 years, 120, which is 30 million AAV. Okay. Now, I have heard this story about it was a big gap between them, and I did expect that Walker Kessler is looking for a gap. But maybe, just maybe that is the reason why these Walker Kessler rumors have come up. Because the Jazz either have already decided that they're not going to give anything like 30 million a year. They're not going to give 30 million annually. And 30 million is a lot annually. Like, if you want 20, I'd be up for that. Preferably, you want something around like the 15 to 20 mark. But Walker Kessler is improving, so maybe closer to the 20 million mark might be the route that you go. But if the Jazz can't reach a deal with Walker Kessler at some point, you might have to trade him. So maybe the Jazz, knowing this, they're putting feelers out there to see. And that Indiana Pacers rumor, the old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, I think that might actually be the case. There might be some fire brewing, and that might be a legit trade. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it for you guys out there in social media land to discuss, but where there's smoke, there's fire, and we just got to wait and see. Nevertheless, game has just started back up again. The Jazz have just let another bucket in, courtesy of Cam Spencer, dropping another 3 drop. I got to give it there. But then Lowry, he shoots a 3. He misses. It's like, did we not observe what's been going on this season? The Jazz do not shoot the 3-ball well. Cedric Howard there, driving to the basket, playing pretty well so far. He's somebody that I'm going to do a separate video on. He's been one of the best performing rookies so far this season. Bryce Sensabaugh with an open 3. It's a miss. It's going to be a jump ball between Lowry and Jaren Jackson. Come on, Lowry. You got Jaren. All right. Jaren looks like he's in a better position to win this. Or are they going to balance it out? Like, they got to be like literally like, here, come on. All right, Jazz getting the ball. Well done, Lowry, on that one. Those couple of inches was just enough. Bryce Sensabaugh, he's got to come in. Bryce with a floater. What? It's going to be a foul on Kevin Love, and K Love is going to go to the line. Oh, it's a steal there for the Grizzlies. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, Jazz. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, former Magic player, getting the layup on that one. And Isaiah Collier bringing the ball up. Bryce Sensabaugh to Zay to flip. To Zay. It's a 3 by Zay. Comes in and out. All right. Caldwell-Pope with a 3. It's a miss. It's a good miss. Jazz get the ball back. Lowry galloping back down the field. It's a foul there. Referee's got to call a foul on that one. He doesn't. And it's going to be a turnover. All right. Isaiah Collier coming out the game. Walter Clayton coming in the game, and we all know why, because Isaiah Collier, it's like he's choosing not to shoot. And when he is shooting, he's shooting bad shots. It's like, dude, learn how to shoot free throws. Like, Forget about everything else. If you shoot free throws, you'll be fine. All right. Memphis with another three. It's a miss. Like they're as bad as threes as we are. The difference is that I'm asking the Jazz to realize this and start shooting some mid-range or driving to the basket. Filipowski with a three. It's a short one on that one. Gets just a little bit of rim. Cam Spencer with the ball now. Oh, he suckers Walter Clayton with that one. And Cam's going to go to the line. Some rookie mistakes going on here. Memphis are now in the lead, and you see the situation whereby the Jazz were up by like 9 points at one point, and all they had to do was drive to the basket, like really put pressure on them, and it it just feels like it's a very cavalier performance from the Jazz. Like it's just like meh. All right, come on, Ace Bailey, the future Jazz. Ugh, it's a miss there by Ace. Ace Bailey gets the rebound. Oh, that's a foul. Oh no, it isn't. That looked like a foul on Contavious Caldwell Pope by Bryce Sensabaugh. It's another three by the Jazz. I don't know what are we doing right now? Can we stop shooting threes, people? Can we, for 1 second, stop shooting threes? It's another bucket there. Santi Aldamo for the Grizzlies. Jazz are just don't know what to say. All right. Game is on break right now. I need to take a little bit of a break, sort out some food, rehydrate. All right. Game was kind of coming back. All right, Jazz ball now. We got 8 minutes left. Keontae George back in the game. Good to see Key. Oh, nice midi there by Key. That's what we need. Cedric Howard there with a midi. He misses. All right, Walter Clayton gets the rebound. He's going to drive. Walt. Oh, he gets blocked. That's going to go out. Jazz ball. Ace Bailey with a midi. Oh, nice. Nice run there by Ace Bailey. All right, Ace Bailey there on Contavious. It's a nice defense there, but not enough there by Ace. No, sorry, not Contavious. Oh, that was Cedric Howard. Cedric Howard getting one over there. And that is a rook on rook battle. All right, Keontae George. He's got Cam Spencer that's on him. Keontae George for 3. Oh, wow. Wow. Keontae George there with a 3. Nice one there by Key. Jazz are back level. It's another 3 by the Memphis Grizzlies, and they hit one this time. Give them a bit of share on that. We do have a comment here in the chat. Who is it this time? Hey, Wandering Wizard, how's it going? I am doing pretty good. It's the end of the week. I'm here going to watch a bit of Jazz game. I've got a little bit of dinner here. So I'll be eating this throughout, watching the game. Finland derby, Lissau versus Lissau versus Lowry? It's Salo. Is that still misspelled? If you could type that again, I'll read it out. Oh, it's a Fin. Hold on. Who have they got? Hold on. You know what? I haven't completely taken a look at the Grizzlies bench. Is there another Finnish player on the Grizzlies bench that I didn't know about? No. No, okay, then I really don't know. Yeah, then I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Yeah, if you top that up, Grizzlies. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Grizzlies have a Finnish head coach. Oh no. Okay. No, that's not good. That means that he's probably perfectly aware of what Lowry could do. Is he part of the Finnish national team coach team? Like, do you know if he's part of that? Oh no, it's yeah, he probably knows a lot about. He probably knows all of his strengths and weaknesses. Then, I mean, so far, like I wouldn't say Lowry looks like he's been impeded in any way. So, look, yeah, I don't think that's had that much of an effect, but my guess is that that's an added dimension on this game that I didn't know about that will kind of make things interesting. Okay. Still Jazz ball right now after this play. Jazz are down by 3. And Walter Clayton Jr. is going to have the inbound pass to Keontae. You got 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes. I think it's a turnover. He says, I don't think so. I've never seen him at any of the finished games. Okay. Okay. I mean, still, he must have like some contacts there, but that's good to know. Because if he was like part of the finish, like coaching staff, I'd have just been like, oh, because that just means that all of Lowry's strengths and weaknesses are completely known. Probably know exactly how he plays. I mean, that would all of that would be on the scouting report, but you would say that there'd be like an added dimension in there. But no, that's something good to know. Thanks for sharing. I didn't know that. Shout out to the 2 people that are watching. Well, the other person that's watching beside you, wondering was it. I really appreciate the support. All right, Key shoots the first one. He makes it. Lowry, speaking of Lowry, is coming back into the game now. All right, both free throws are made. Ja Morant's back in the game. He misses on the layup. And great speed of play by the Jazz. Lowry missing a layup himself. All right, Jaren Jackson now out to Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward. Coward. Is he a coward with a shot? No, he isn't because he just made it. Memphis up by 3. Come on, Jazz. All right, Walter Clayton there to Lowry. Lowry getting a little something there. And Yusuf Nurkic tips it in after a Lowry miss. Jalen Wells. Oh, was that a 3 or was that a long 2? That was a long 2. Good game by Jalen Wells. I have to do another look on Jalen Wells again. Last season, he had a good season last season. A lot of physicality there. Nurkic there with a 3. What is going on? Lowry is getting pushed around. Hey, Wonder Wizard, I don't know if you're watching this. Lowry is getting pushed around right now, courtesy of Jaren Jackson. And that time it's a 3 by the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, what is going on? Like, like all of a sudden now the referees aren't calling anything, are they? Oh, now they do. Lowry get to shoot 2. And he misses 1. All right, Keontae George there. Lowry. Looks like Lowry gets fouled again. Yep, I think exactly what we were talking about before. Lowry is definitely, no matter who they have on him, they're getting him on the switches. Wondering Wizard says this is a very winnable game. Yes, it is, but I think it also comes down to the Jazz's decision making. And sometimes in this game, I just see that the Jazz aren't making good decisions. Is Ja Morant playing? Well, that is a question. So, is Ja Morant playing? Yes, he is, but he hasn't really had an effect on the game that much. Like, he's been all right. He shoots a three though, misses. He's been there, but he just hasn't been like the best player. Like the notable guys have been Jaren Jackson, Cam Spencer, Jalen Wells, and Cedric Howard. Like everybody else has kind of come in and out. Well, it looks like I think the Jazz called a timeout. They must have something go. Yeah, it is interesting because what recently he was talking smack to what Klay Thompson, like just running his mouth, and I think he was injured then. So I haven't really seen much from him. So hold on, you know what? Let's take a look at how the game is going. Like what is this Ja Morant actually doing? So Ja Morant, as you can see there, 10 minutes, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 6 points. I mean, not bad overall, but he's got a -4 plus minus, which is probably why I haven't noticed him because Keontae George, for the most part, has kind of outperformed him. Jaren Jackson, that I talked about. I think Jalen Wells has been pretty good. I've noticed him. Cedric Howard, I think, has been pretty good. And Cam Spence has been pretty good. Those are my kind of notable ones from the Grizzlies side. From the Jazz side, it's been like Lowry, Key. I have noticed Walter Clayton. And I would say that's about it. So Lowry's there on a -8. He does have 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Who was it? Keontae George is on 22 points already? Wow, Keontae George is looking for a 40-piece today. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Sorry for the reaction, but I actually haven't looked at any of the scores of the individual players since like Keontae George has played well, but I didn't think that he had 22 points. Wow, shout out to Keontae George. Holy crap. Already on 22 points. And we got like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Not bad. And then Walter Clayton. All right, Walter Clayton hasn't done much, but the eye test tells me that he's been pretty good. Kevin Love has also been pretty good as well. All right. Game looks like it's coming back. Wondering Wizard says Ja also had beef with the head coach. I did hear that. And I think for a while there were also lots of trade rumors. And even today, I've heard trade rumors regarding the Rockets and Ja Morant being in an infographic along with Chris Paul and I think several other people in there. So, like, he's not going to be with Memphis for very long. It's another 3 by the Grizzlies, by the way. Cedric Howard, there, the rookie, like, he's been phenomenal. I can't wait to talk about him. Like, he's been really good, Cedric Howard. Definitely does not, he doesn't play like a rookie. Lowry there with a 3. I got to send some cheering towards Cedric Howard and Lowry Marketing. Like, speaking of Ja Morant, like Ja Morant just tried to go for a layup there, and it just looks so lazy and bumbling. Like It did not look great at all. It's another three by Keontae, but it's a foul. Oh, that's nice. Oh, might be a flagrant foul on Jalen Wells. I think he might have a little bit of an injury. I hope he could just walk it off. Jalen Wells is on a flagrant foul one. Right, rightfully so. It's not intentional. There's no malice behind it. He's just playing the game, but it's all within the rules. Keontae George there shoots, makes it. Keontae George making all three, putting the Jazz at least within two. Nice one, Key, on that one. All right, both teams are level now. We got a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Santi, oh wow, Santi Aldama getting the two on that one. Well, at least Aldama missed the free throw, and we got less than 90 seconds left in this first half. Lowry setting things up to Keontae. Keontae there. They blow the whistle. I think they blow the whistle on Ace. What did he do now? All right. We got less than a minute to go. Jazz down by 3. John Morant versus Keontae George right now. Keontae gets past him. Lowry with a illegal screen. All right, it's a missed layup there by John Morant. Keontae George there out to Lowry. Lowry with a three. Jazz missing the three. What are we doing? Like, can we stop shooting threes? And Memphis are going to get the last bucket of the game. No, they don't. Ball goes out. Cedric Howard tried to drive. Cedric Howard is not looking like he's a rookie. And I know he's a little bit older than most of the other rookies, but he doesn't play like a rookie at all. Jazz down by 3. Not happy with how the performance has been. Let me check out ESPN. I need to look at some stats in a little bit more depth on this game. Okay. So we're at halftime now. And this is how it looks. Svi Mihailuk with a plus 13 plus minus. That's really good. I mean, not to say that like I think he's played badly. I mean, he's playing some good defense, but yeah, I just haven't noticed him that much. I know he's doing some good work. I mean, Keontae George has definitely been the best player for the Jazz in this first half. Like by far. He's been absolutely phenomenal. 27 points in the first half for Keontae George. Like, that's fantastic. And from what I heard from Thurl Bailey there, this is officially the highest amount that he's ever had in a half of a game. And he's well on track to get a 50-piece in this game. I'd very much like for him to get the 50-piece in a win, but that's where things are right now. So I can't really talk about any of the guys off the bench. That's because they just haven't played a lot of minutes. But definitely, Lowry's had a good game, but definitely Memphis have like messed with him. But Keontae George has picked up the slack, which is nice. Svi Mihailuk, like, why is Svi Mihailuk he's only had one shot? Like, are they just not passing Svi the ball? Is because at the end of that half right there, Will Hardy came out and he went talking to Svi, and he was talking to Svi and like Keontae George for a bit, and then Svi and Will Hardy walked out. But yeah, that is like what? Like, how come Svi's only like had one shot? Like, what is going on? Ace Bailey 1 out of 5. That's not good, but yeah. And then from the Grizzlies, sorry, let me. Yeah, everybody's in the minuses for them except for Jaren Jackson, which I completely understand. And all their bench, that's where they're causing us damage. Because right now our bench isn't that great. Cam Spencer, I love this guy. When I found him in Summer League last season, I was like, wow. Like, that's a guy you want to pick up. And I know he's on the older side. I think he's like 25 now, but like, I don't care. Let me turn off the stupid music. It's halftime music. Um, I think besides Jaron Jackson and Cam Spencer, it's probably Cedric Howard. And for a rookie, when you look at this, 14 minutes, 50, like Cedric Howard has the most amount of points in the Grizzlies starting five. Like, that's incredible. As a matter of fact, he has the most amount of points across everybody. 6 out of 6 from the field, 2 out of 2 from three-point range, and 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. Absolutely fantastic, Cedric Howard. That is a fantastic pickup. And I remember watching the whole combine, and they were talking about Cedric Howard, and he was supposed to go like late first round, second round, and he did so well that he immediately shot up to the first round. He looks absolutely fantastic. These are great numbers there by Cedric Howard. Very good. Very good. But the Jazz are down by 3. And yeah, I hope that they could come back and get a win. You know, they won the first quarter, 36-31. They lost the second quarter, 25-33. Let's go out and win the third quarter and win the fourth quarter, and we'll be fine. So I'll leave it at that. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and go and eat my food because I'm sure you guys don't want to see me eat. So I'll be right back. Okay. Game is about to come back on. And it started. It's Memphis ball this time, though. They're up by 3. Oh, wow. Alley-oop there between Ja Morant and Jaren Duran. Jazz have got to find a way. And I just think it just requires a little bit more efficiency. And they'll be fine. Oh, great block there by Ace Bailey. I love that. Ace Bailey getting a nice block there over Cedric Howard. Oh, that was brilliant. I'm loving Ace Bailey too. All right, Ja Morant trying to set things up, pulling the strings. All right, get past it to Jaren Jackson. He misses with the hook shot. I mean, and Nurkic is going to bring the ball up. That is definitely a first. And you got Lowry. Cedric Howard is on Lowry though. Ace Bailey with a 3. That 3 was definitely a different looking 3 from Ace Bailey. Like the arch of it was a lot higher than what he normally shoots. Santi Aldama does get a 3. All right. It's a miss there by the Jazz. Oh, wow. That's a nice layup there by Ja Morant. He got that with contact. I thought maybe they would have even blown the whistle for the foul. All right, Keontae George goes around the screen, sets it up for Nurkic. Nurkic doesn't get it. And they Svi Mykhailiuk that time. You know, I can't fault him on that play. I can't believe the Jazz are down by 8 right now. Down by 8. Exactly 10 minutes to go. It's a 3 there by the Jazz. They get the 3 courtesy of Svi Mykhailiuk. And exactly what I was talking about in terms of why Svi, at least hasn't taken shots. Now he's taking shots. And I don't think it's that the fact that he didn't want to take shots. Maybe nobody was passing the ball to him. I don't understand. So Svi Mykhailiuk has actually been like really good this season. All right, it's another open three by Santi. Guys, we gotta stop this league. You gotta like no, like yeah, good shot by Santi Aldama for the three, but like, come on, Jazz, what are we doing? All right, Ace Bailey, no, Larry Marketing with a midi gets it, and then we got is it a steal? No, yes. All right, great play there by Larry Marketing getting the steal. Keontae George getting a layup. No, he doesn't. But Lowry is the one that gets the layup and gets fouled. Cedric Kyle with 3 fouls right now. It'd be a shame if he got fouled out. As a Jazz fan, I want him to get fouled out. But as just a general basketball fan, like, you wouldn't want to see that. Like, he's been incredible this game and so far this season. But Lowry about to shoot the first of his free throw, his only free throw, and now he's on 20 points, which is good. All right, John Moran. It's the first of his free throws. Puts that lead back up to 8. You know what? Maybe I should use my dashboard to look at John Morant and what John Morant has been doing. What did John Morant? Did Ja come? Uh, nope. That's because I think he got drafted in 2019. Ugh. Yeah, no, that's right. He got drafted in 2019. He just misses out. Like, he's his eye on you. All right. Jazz at the ball now. We get 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jazz is still down by 8. That's a turnover there by the Jazz, courtesy of Lowry Marketing. Some good creative play there by Ja Morant. He's starting to come alive, Ja. Isn't scoring that much, but when it comes to the creativity, like, he's being a great facilitator. Bryce Sensabaugh in the game shoots a 3, drains it. Jalen Wells there with a 3, misses. Keontae gets the rebound. What is Key going to do now? He sets it up for Lowry. He shoots a 3. No, but Nurkic there gets the rebound and then gets the layup. Like, that's what we got to be doing. Efficiency. That's all we got to think about right now. All right, Jazz down by 6. Ja Morant at the line shooting 2. Hits the first of his free throws. Kevin Love is going to come into the game because Nurkic, they don't want Nurkic to get fouled out, which is understandable. Oh, it's a 3 by Ja, and that's an open one. It cannot be let. Like, as much as I talk crap about Ja Morant, like, he's still a very good quality player. And he can nail down open threes. Oh, sent Svi Mihайлuk turning the ball over. It's a midi there by Jalen Wells, and he drains it. Guys have to watch out. He's in a corner now. Like, what are we doing? Like, Keontae, how are you getting yourself in that situation? On the other end, Cedric Howard getting a rebound. He's going to gallop down the court. Pass it to Ja Morant, who's in the corner right now with Keontae George on him. You got to stop the 3. Key, you got to stop the 3. No, he gets past. Oh, wow. Nice layup there by Ja Morant. He's coming alive now, Ja. We got to watch out. Jazz are down by 12 right now. It's another 3. Now by the Grizzlies. It's another 3 by Svi Mihайлuk. Jazz not getting back on defense. Jazz are not being very smart right now. It's a blocking foul on Keontae George. Jazz being really, really sloppy right now. Game is on a break. But watch it. Man, just so frustrating right now. The Jazz did not have to be in this position. They put themselves in this position by just not being consistent enough. You know, like Keontae George, like individually, Keontae George has been great. Larry's been great. But no. Just not good enough. Now we are behind. What are we down by? We're down by 9. Still in there, but yeah. We'll have to see. Like, this game is a lot closer to what I wanted it to be. Like, when you look at the distribution of the quarters so far, with basically 5 minutes to go, the Jazz have let Memphis conceded too much. Memphis are winning the third quarter. Like we're putting too much pressure on ourselves to go out and win the fourth. And then not only do we have to win the fourth, but we have to win the fourth by a decent margin. You know, you're now making things a lot lot more difficult for yourself. And that's the position the Jazz are putting themselves in right now. But they're still in there. I'm going to continue to be a positive fan, but just a little annoyed. Little annoyed. Utah having this thing reviewed. I don't understand why they had that reviewed, because it's quite obvious that like Ja Morant, like it wasn't a foul on Ja. Like it just wasn't. Feet were set. He stayed there. Hands were up. Like it was a foul by Keontae. Three there by Contavious Pope, but nothing but air at that point. All right, Isaiah Collier back in the game. He's going to get another bite at the cherry. All right, Lowry gets fouled. Like we talked about at the beginning of the game, Lowry targeted and Santi Aldama at that time. Getting a lot of him in that one. Lowry hitting both of his free throws. At least he puts the Jazz within 7. A few good defensive plays here and there, and we could turn this around. All right, Cam Spencer now to Jalen Wells. Oh, that looked like that was a foul on Bryce. That looked like that was a foul on Bryce. That chicken wing elbow. That was not good. All right, Jazz get the ball back now after that Memphis miss. Filipowski's back into the game as well. Haven't seen him in a while. All right, Lowry with a nice drive. There we go. Marketing. All right, Jazz are within 5. They got to keep on being consistent. Like Cam Spencer is in the game. Jaren Jackson getting a 2. And a nice play up there. Looks like a difficult one on that play. Sensabaugh with a 3. Sensabaugh hits a 3. Courtesy of Isaiah Collier. Kind of getting back into this. We have to stop Cam. Do not let Cam shoot. Please do not let Cam shoot. That is the one guy we don't want shooting threes. Isaiah trying to go for a layup. He misses, but Kevin Love cleans it up and gets the Jazz within 2. This is a fantastic comeback. I will say that. Like, I was starting to get annoyed. I'm not going to lie. Jazz are doing what I wanted them to do. Do you see this here? This is what we need. This is what we need. Win the third quarter, and we'll take care of them in the fourth. That's how we got to do it. And the players that are really doing the work. So we got Svi Mihailuk there. He's on 6 points now. The fact that he's only taken 3 shots this game is insane. Like, I've seen Svi Mihailuk take like 5 to 10 shots in a game before. Like, it's crazy that he's only taken 3 shots in 20 minutes. I wonder if this is one of these ones where they're like, hey, like, we want to develop some of these guys. We just need you just to like not be as good. But like that just sounds ridiculous. I just can't. No, I think this has got to be coming from the players individually himself. So maybe if you remove Lowry out of it, maybe Keontae is just passing him the ball like that, or Yusuf Nurkic. Because I mean, Ace has had 8 shots. Unfortunately, he's only made 1 of them. Like, this game is a bad game for Ace. Like, he is doing some good work on the defensive side. He's got 2 blocks in this game. That Cedric Howard block, that was really good. But yeah, this just isn't. Yeah, this isn't going to be Ace's game today. Okay, well, looks like the game's kind of coming back on now. Oh, who's in the chat? Ronald MC Paul. He has a comment in the chat, and he says Morant gonna sell in the fourth. As a Jazz fan, I hope not. As a basketball fan, hey, yo, I'm up for seeing Mr. Mr. Or what was the celebration? Like, I don't think I haven't seen him do that anymore. But he has every potential to come alive in this game. He's kind of been coming alive in the third quarter. I will say that. Like, he's looked a lot better in the third quarter than he did in the first 2 quarters. And it wasn't like he played badly in the first 2 quarters. It's just that I think Keontae George really had his number, and he really came alive in that third quarter. Ronald MC Paul said, "Oh, hold on, no." He also goes up to say, "Yo," as in, I'm sure that means yes. Just translating for everybody. Unless that was like a typo, Ronald. He hasn't done, at least, okay. I haven't seen a lot of Memphis Grizzlies games in a while, but he hasn't. I can't remember him doing the grenade one. I haven't seen that in a while. But last season, that was funny because I was watching another YouTube show. Actually, Gil's Arena. You guys have probably heard of it, and they were talking about it because Ja Morant was always doing the whole like gun thing, and then when he started doing the grenade, it was just like. That was just jokes. So I haven't seen it in a while. Like, you'll have to let me, if you're a Grizzlies fan, you'll have to let me know if he still does it, because I haven't seen it in this game yet. He also goes on to say, Ronald, to be honest, he's looking good now. I agree. Yep, he's looking pretty good. Like, he's creating for people. He's shooting pretty well. He's getting to the line, like his layups. Like, earlier on in this third quarter, there was a layup that he had where he got around, dribbled past Key, got around Lowry, and then reverse laid it up. Like, really nice layup that he had. And I mean, this game is definitely close. It's exactly what I expected the game to be close. I think if the Jazz had to deal with a Zach Edey with Memphis, oh, we would have had a problem there. Especially the fact that we got Walker Kessler injured. So that would have been a tough one. Ronald MC Paul then goes up and says he's just clarifying when he said, yo, it was me saying hello. I'm new here. Oh, no problem. Welcome to the channel. I do watch alongs all the time. So this is what I do. I talk about some stats. I've got my dashboard that I made that I've got lots of NBA data kind of piled into that. And we talk basketball, we talk about players. A lot of time we talk about the Jazz players and we talk about some of the competition that we're facing. So we've been talking a little bit here today with Memphis. So I'll probably talk about more Memphis stats and geeky numbers there a little bit later. But I gotta say, if you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, Ronald, I'm really liking Cedric Howard. I can see why he is one of the most efficient rookies this season, and my dashboard tells me that Cedric Howard, yeah, he's good. He's really good, Cedric Howard. When the game is on a break, I'll go into it a little bit more. But Cedric Howard's looked fantastic in this game. He had a bit of foul trouble, but for the most part, Cedric Howard has looked amazing. Oh, it's a 3 by Kevin Love. You know what that means? I got to show some love to Kevin Love with some cheering. The 3 there by Jared Jackson. Smith, Jazz get the ball back. Jazz are taking the lead. It's the first time the Jazz have had the lead in a long time. Memphis have been pretty good in this game. Cam Spencer causing us problems. It's another 3 by the Jazz. They get it. Jazz are back up to 6. Let's see if Memphis are going to answer. Oh, Santi Aldama. Oh, it's a miss. Okay. Let's see what we can do. 20 seconds to go. Looks like this is going to be the last possession. And Isaiah Collier has the ball now. All right, Cam Spencer is on him, playing some pretty good defense, Cam. It's another 3 by Kevin Love. It's a miss. Contavious Pope gets the ball, goes for the miracle, but doesn't get it. And the Jazz are up by 6. But this game ain't over. It is not over. Not over. Jazz do take the third quarter like I suggested that they needed to in order for them to win this game. But again, we just have to be consistent. You know, at least we're up in the third quarter, but it does mean that we got to be consistent. And, you know, Ja Morant didn't finish that quarter, so he's going to be rested. That means that he's going to be back at some point. And my guess is that he's going to be back along with Keontae George. And then probably Walter Clayton Jr. will probably end up ending the game as well, since Isaiah Collier has had a fair amount of minutes. Now, like I said to Ronald, who I believe is a Memphis Grizzlies fan, I'll talk a little bit about some Memphis Grizzlies players, particularly Cedric Howard. So I even took a look at this yesterday. So I updated the data with some of the recent games. Like now it's at about 20 games ish. And this is what it looks like. This is what the rookie season, this is what this draft class looks like in terms of performance. Cedric Howard is here. 320 points right now. Now, we're talking what, 5th for Cedric Howard right there? He's already proven that he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league right now. I can see it in this game. Like, he's been great. Rebounding, Cedric Howard, third. 148 rebounds. Cedric Howard again. Didn't I see him on assists, Cedric Howard? There he is. Cedric Howard again on assists. 65 assists so far this season. But Cedric Howard. Averaged 13.3 points per game, 24 games played, 83% from the free throw line. He's just a really good all-round player. I really like Cedric Howard. I think Memphis got a steal with getting him. Of course, you'd love the Jazz to pick him up, but it's one of them whereby Jazz just didn't need him at the time. But I think Memphis has done a great job with picking him up, especially when you look at the fact that Desmond Bane is no longer there. So shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies on that one. Now the game is back. And I better start sharing score again. Okay. So it's Jazz ball now. Filipowski there passes it to Isaiah. Isaiah there looking for something. Oh, he gives it away. No, but they get it back. Yusuf Nurkic there trying to set things up. Passes there to Svi Mykhailiuk. Svi Mykhailiuk with a three. Misses. And Yusuf Nurkic cleans up. Jazz there 105-97. Cam Spencer now has the ball for the Grizzlies. Cam Spencer's out to Santi Aldama with three. It's a missed three. I think some of the things that I've been talking about with the with the Utah Jazz, Memphis Grizzlies probably need to take some of that advice too, and that is stop shooting so many threes. Santi Aldama has taken about 3 threes so far and missed all 3 of them, when they probably could have passed the move and gotten something, going to the basket. They finally get something from Jaren Jackson. And now it's Utah Jazz ball. They're down by 8. And I know exactly what that feeling was like, because that's exactly what I kept saying about the Jazz. And now Filipowski, that should be a foul. They don't call it. And they're on a break now. I think that's Contavious Pope. There, he rushes down the court and gets a layup. Jazz only up by 6 right now. Lead gradually being shaven. The Jazz have to take advantage of these possessions. You cannot squander this opportunity, or else the Memphis Grizzlies will win. Ball goes out, but it's off for the Grizzlies, courtesy of Cam Spencer. All right, Ace Bailey's back into the game. Ace Bailey with a fadeaway. It's a miss. Jazz get the ball back again after, I think that's Santi Aldama knocking the ball out after the Ace Bailey miss. Jazz get another cherry. It's a 3 by Jazz. And I think that's Svi Mykhailiuk with a miss. All right. Memphis there with a floater. I think that's Cedric Howard. Howard there with a miss. 2 misses on 2 ends for the Jazz and the Grizzlies. So Midi there, nailed down by Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey puts it back to a lead of 8. Cam Spencer he's shooting a 3. Cam Spencer with a 3. Oh, wow, Cam Spencer hitting a 3. And like I do with the channel, for every 3 that's shot and made, sitting cheering that way. Shout out to Cam Spencer, one of the league's best marksmen. It's a foul there on Yusuf Nurkic, and he's going to go to the line. Jazz there up by 5 right now. So the lead again just being gradually just chipping away. All right. Nurkic there with a double-double, 13 points, 15 rebounds. He misses the first free throw, but like we all know with Nurkic, he always misses one, and he'll always make the next, or misses the next. All right. Nurkic there shoots. He misses both of them, Nurkic. What are you doing? What are you doing? The Jazz are 64% from free throws. Contavious Pope there. Oh, driving to the. Oh, Nurkic there with a big block on Caldwell Pope. That's a really good block. I like that block. But I think Caldwell Pope was going. Did they call a foul on Nurkic? I think they might have called a foul on Nurkic, and Caldwell Pope was going to go to the line. Oh no, they don't. Oh, and even worse, Cam Spencer there with a three. Shout out to Cam Spencer. The lead is 109 to 107. All right, Keontae George there out. Filipowski now has it. Filipowski misses the layup. Cam Spencer has the ball now. Is he going to go for another three? Santi Aldama comes inside. Santi, no. Rebound there by Nurkic. And Keontae George has the ball now. Keontae George with a three. Oh, wow. Well done. Keontae George there hits a three. Definitely needed. Jazz lead back up to 5. Aldama with a miss. Aldama's kind of gone cold. Like in that second, third quarter, he was pretty good. Watch out, Key! Watch out! What the? Key? Aldama getting the block on Key as Key was about to take an open three. A nice block there by Santi Aldama. Guys. Is that a turnover? Is that a Jazz turnover? What is this ref? Ref, what? Hold on. Is she called? Oh, she's calling the foul on Keontae George. Never mind. No. Yeah, that was a little bit of a too much of a scuffle there between Cam Spencer and Keontae George. I didn't think it was a big deal, but yeah. One thing I do not want this game going to extra time. You know, I started playing NBA 2K26, and I got a lot of work to do on my player. Oh, wow. Cam Spencer drops another three. Shout out to Cam. Cam with a three. Jazz only have a 2-point lead. Guys, we have to be efficient, or else Memphis will come back. Ace Bailey with a 2. Ace Bailey hits a 2. Ace Bailey get a couple of buckets here. I think that puts him on about 5 or 6 points. You have to stop him from shooting threes. Somebody got to stay on him like White on Rice. Cedric Howard there getting another bucket. Cedric Howard there with 17 points now. 9 rebounds. Oh, wow. Cedric Howard almost has a double-double. That is brilliant by Cedric Howard, the rookie. I got to talk about him more. I really got to start keeping track of the rookies now that most of them have played over 20 games. Keontae George there getting a bucket, and he's going to get sent to the line there to shoot the extra free throw. Foul there on Cam Spencer. Game is going to go on break now, but Jazz there with a 4-point lead. This game is too close. Too close for my blood pressure. This is not the type of game I want to deal with. I like games with 20-point gaps, or at least like 15 or something. This is a tough game. All right, let's take a look at what the scores are. I haven't checked the scores in a while. Let me. All right. Let's start with the Grizzlies. I haven't taken a look. Oh, Olivia Maxence Prosper is with the Grizzlies. I guess they must have picked him up from the Timberwolves. Nice. So yeah, Cam Spencer's on a -4 plus minus, but like as this game goes on, his impact is big. Joint top scorer along with Santi Aldama. I think he's having a good game. Like, I don't care what the plus minus is, man. Like he's having a good game. Cam Spencer, like really good player. I was a fan of him from last year. Like, I like what he does. Cam Spencer, really good player. Ja Morant having a good game as well. He's got 9 assists. Again, he's another one approaching double-double. Is this completely accurate? Like, I swear Cedric Coward was close to a double-double. Oh, yeah, he is on the rebounds. Okay. Ja Morant and Cedric Coward are close to double-doubles. Santi Aldama, he's got 20 points. He's their highest scoring one, which is interesting because he actually has been quite cold in terms of shooting the last few possessions that he's had and shots that he's taken. So that says a lot to me. Jaren Jackson, he started off well, but hasn't been that great. But interesting. Jalen Wells, I think he's had a solid game too. And then for the Jazz, what is this? No. All right. You got Larry Markin in there with 26 points in 30 minutes. I think that is looking good for him. All right. Steve, look there. Again, he just hasn't had the opportunity. Nurkic having a great game. Keontae George having a fantastic game. Keontae George putting the Jazz right up to 5 at this moment. Just shooting his free throws. Ja Morant's in the game. Are we going to see any grenades or gun celebrations from Ja Morant? We probably got to wait to the end of the game before we see anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think same old with the Jazz. But I think let's get back to, the regular process. So let me line that up for you guys watching. And we will watch the last 5 minutes of the game. If this game ends up being close, I can't look at the scores on there, so I'll be switching it off. I'll unshare my screen, and you guys will just have to contend with me for the last 60 seconds of this game. If this ends up being like within 5, I just won't be able to deal with it. Like I can't. So they've blown the whistle. I think who are they calling? Are they calling on Cedric Coward? Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know why they blew the whistle on that one. It's going to be interesting. All right. Larry Marketing with the ball now. Misses. Oh, wow. Ace Bailey with a reverse layup. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, what? Ja Morant almost said Ace Bailey, screw your reverse dunk, and just clocked hand all the way, like old school Ja Morant, and was about to dunk it. He misses. Ball comes back to, I think that was not Santi Aldama, but I don't know the guy's name. Who's the guy's name? Like, it's somebody that I don't know. Jock Landale. That's who it was, and he drops a three. Jock Landale getting the 3. after the miss. And this game is within 2 with 4 minutes to go. This game is just too close. It's too close. It's too close. It's too close. Just please not let it go to extra time. I really just want to. I want to enjoy a win, and I want to have a relaxing evening with my big cup of H2O. They're showing replays of the Ace Bailey dunk. I thought they would have showed the replay of the Ja Morant attempted dunk because that would have been a nice back and forth dunk. Oh, Jazz get a steal. Keontae George out there to Isaiah Collier gets a nice layup there, Isaiah. And he doesn't even get the foul. I'm surprised by that one. Cedric Howard there, driving to the basket, gets knocked back. It's another steal by the Jazz, courtesy of Ace Bailey. That's 2 critical steals there for the Jazz, and that's probably 2 poor possessions for the Grizzlies on that one. It's a 3 by Kevin Love, and he drains it. Nice one there by the old dog, K Love, getting the 3. We got 3.5 minutes left. This game is too close for my liking. What are they saying on Twitter? Are they saying Twitter on anything about this game? Or are they doing what they normally do on Twitter and just ignoring us? I wonder if they're going to put that Jam dunk. Oh, no, wasn't meant to do that. Yeah, don't want to get copyright strikes at some point in the future. I think at some point they're going to put the Ja Morant dunk, attempted dunk, and the Ace Bailey dunk online. But so far, I haven't seen anything online about that. The NBA fully owning all of their content. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody post anything about that. Yeah. But that's one that I really want to watch again. All right. Game still isn't on yet. I guess I could put back on the dashboard. Give me 1 sec. I knew I was going to talk about in a separate video, but like this is where everybody in this recent draft class ranks. Joan Behringer so far is the most efficient player in this draft class. However, I think he's only played he's only averaged 4 minutes per game, and he's only played 9 games. So that probably doesn't count. After him, I think we all know Derek Queen, 25 games. So if we look at all the guys that have played like 20 games or more, then you see where things line up. Like Ryan Kalkbrenner, he's been brilliant. Noah Pender, I haven't watched too much of him, so I can't tell. Maxime Renaud, 16. This guy has Cedric Coward. He's on the list. 13.3 points per game on average. Got a true shooting percentage of 56%. And this is up until yesterday evening. So it doesn't factor in this game, but Such a good player, Cedric Howard. Good young player. I can't wait to see what his numbers look like for the rest of the season. All right. All right. Game is back on right now. Let's start looking at it. Before I start talking about commentary, I do see there's a comment there in the chat. We got Mauricio Lopez says, G. Yo, what up, my G? How's it going? Are you enjoying the game? Are you watching the game? Or are you just watching the scoreline and me talk about it? We got just under 3 minutes to go, Mauricio. Stay tuned. This game is... I knew this game was going to be close, but like this is not what I want. Like as a Utah Jazz fan, I want to come off of this. I want to talk a little bit of smack, enjoy the win, and then go play some NBA 2K26. But I would not be surprised if this game goes to extra time. I would not be surprised. Jazz there missing with a 3. Ja Morant now has the ball now. It's a 3 by Cedric Howard. It's a miss. Guys are got to do better. Jaren Jackson there with a layup. Jaren Jackson there putting the Jazz lead reduced from 5 all the way to 3 now. They have to be very careful, the Utah Jazz. Jazz have to watch out, especially Isaiah Collier there. Oh, Ja Morant on the floor goes flying. Oh, it's an open 3 by Jalen Wells. That's not good. That's not good. That is not good. Jazz, it's 126 to 126. Stop shooting threes. Well, what did I keep saying? Stop shooting bloody threes. You're not good at it. What are we doing? We've wasted 3 possession shooting threes. What are we doing? Come on. Oh. We literally have 64 seconds to go. What was that? Keontae George looked at the SGA handbook of flopping and flopped for 3 free throws. 3 free throws. Well done to Keontae George. I think he just nailed us to win here. Will Hardy is giving them the talk of a lifetime. And I'm assuming that it's got a lot of French bombs, if you know what I mean. Is Keontae George going to the line or what? No, he isn't. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the line. All right, Jazz are up by 2 right now. It's Memphis ball. Cedric Howard to the inbound pass to Ja Morant. Ja Morant's going to bring it up. Guys, we have to stop Ja. Ja's going to look to finish it. Yes, he does. He turns it off the board. It's a block by Ace Bailey. What a block by Ace Bailey on Ja Morant. That's a nice block there. Guys, I can't do this. I got to turn the scores off. I got to turn the scores off. Like, it's not happening anymore. No, it's done. It's done. I can't. Sorry. We got 30 seconds to go. It's 128 to 126. You're just going to have to believe me unless you go on your phones and look at it. Jazz, do not do this to me. It's a 3 by Ja Morant. It's a miss. Kevin Love has it. Guys, just stay there. Do not give away possession. What are we doing? We got 11 seconds. Why are they not fouling us? Why are they not fouling us? What were the Grizzlies doing? What were the Grizzlies doing? And all the fans in the stadium are standing up like why weren't they fouling us? To make this a free throw fest. Whoa. That is wild. They're supposed to foul us, force us to go to the free throw line. Wow. That's bad judgment there from Memphis. I mean, all right, Keon. Look, now they foul. Keontae gets fouled with 6 seconds left, but they should have been fouling us for these last 15 seconds. I mean, if Keontae makes these two, which fingers crossed he does. All right. Keontae takes his first free throw, makes it. All right, that puts it to 3. Nurkic is coming back into the game. The Jazz really need to go up and make this. I'm assuming Cam Spencer's going to come back into this game because if they do want to win this, Memphis, they're going to need a 3. And Cam is the guy. Like, you understand? Cam is the guy. Like, Keontae's about to take his second free throw. He shoots, makes it. All right, Jazz are up by 4 right now. So, okay, Memphis call a timeout. Like, I'm assuming they're going to bring Cam Spencer in this game. They get a 3. Jazz are up by 1. Maybe they intercept the inbound pass and maybe they get the last shot of the game. I mean, a lot could happen, but I think that Memphis didn't do this right. Like, Memphis should have fouled us way, way earlier from the Jesus Christ, from the last like 25 seconds rather than waiting it to go all the way until the last like 10. They waited way too long. Now it's a Memphis timeout. It's probably going to be side out, half court. They're going to bring on Cam. It's either going to be Cam or it's going to be Ja. My guess is that it's going to be Cam because you really you can't rely on Ja to score 3. And not to say that he's bad at shooting 3, but he just isn't as good as like Cam. All right. Timeout's over, and at least the Jazz are back on the court. I don't think the Jazz are going to make any changes. All right, ball comes in, inbound pass. Oh, they mess it up. They mess it up. It's a 3 by Ja Morant. That's a miss. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, Jazz get the win. They mess up the inbound pass, but I think it started way, 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 way before then. They messed, like, honestly, Memphis messed up that play. They should have been fouling the Jazz long before then. And I say this as like, I'm happy the Jazz got a win, but yeah, Memphis messed that one up. Like, they could have fouled us and it could have been just trade-offs for free throws, and then you just see what happens. Like, you just never know at that one point. Maybe you get a possession where you get a 3 and then you go shoot a free throw, and then that's it. But yeah, that's that's a weird one. That's a really weird one. Like they should have done. Yeah, very interesting. No, I don't know what Memphis were thinking that way because that game, the game should have been a lot closer in the end. I like the fact that the Jazz got the win. Yay, as a Jazz fan, but if you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, you're probably wondering what the hell happened in those last 30 seconds because they shouldn't have been like that. Nevertheless, let's do player ratings, and then I'm gonna get out of here, and then I will see you guys. What I think what tomorrow for against the Dallas Mavericks. I'll have to check what the situation is there for the next game. But yeah, let's talk about player ratings first. You know what? First, we'll talk about the Memphis Grizzlies before I even go into the Jazz. So this is where it looks like at the end. Jaren Jackson, 26 points. You can see here in terms of the plus minus, it's kind of varied now. And before, when we looked at it at half time, all of the bench were on the pluses from that Memphis bench. And as you can see there, now it's kind of reversed back to everybody's minus except for Landale, who's at 0. And it's really only Cedric Howard and Ja Morant that are on +4 and +1, respectively, within the game. But I have to say that, like, I don't think this does justice by what I've watched in this game. The best players that Memphis had, by far, Cedric Howard, Cam Spencer, were the two most consistent ones for me, in my opinion. Like, for me, both of them, if me watching their game, like, I'm giving them an 8. Like, I think that they caused what they did on the court. They caused the Jazz problems. Super consistent when it came to shooting. Both Cam and Cedric. Like, I really like both of those players. I'd give them good solid 8s. Like, they don't have, like, particularly Cedric Howard doesn't have the numbers for me to give him anything more, but I really like what he was able to give. What did he ended up having? He ended up with a double-double, Cedric Howard. 17 points, 12 rebounds. Like, that's nice. And 6 assists. Oh, holy crap. Like, this is from your rookie. Wow. 17 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, only 1 turnover. I like that. And 50% from 3. I really like that. That gives me a good solid 8. Between him and Cam Spencer, I'll give them both 8s. Ja Morant was third, and it took him a while to catch up, but I like Ja Morant. And I thought he did well to do well for himself. And I'll also give him an 8. But I think his 8 is stronger than Cedric Howard's. But I like Ja Morant. 21 points, also double-double. But this time points and assists. 21 points, 10 assists. Nice game from him, but 4 turnovers, which isn't great. But nevertheless, good game from him. And then I would say that maybe Santi Aldama deserves some praise, and Jalen Wells deserves some praise as well. I can't give them 8. I'll give them 7.5s, but probably high 7.5s. And then that's kind of it. And Jaren Jackson, I was kind of disappointed, and I expected more out of him. And I don't watch a lot of Memphis Grizzlies games to be able to talk. I think this is the first Memphis Grizzlies games I've seen this season, to be fair. And yeah, I expected more from him. Just wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be. I thought with Zach Edey being out, it's going to be an opportunity for him to do his thing. But just not great. Jock Landale, again, from the bench, like, he was pretty good. That 3 that he had at the end after that Ja Morant missed, that was a good 3 there. But again, pretty solid performance from him. Yeah, I'll give him a 7. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, I thought he was pretty good as well. I'd give him I give him a 7. And Vince Williams Jr., I don't remember much about him, so I'll give him a 6. And yeah, then I'll end it at that for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then for the Jazz, let's start off with the very best players. So the best player for the Jazz was Keontae George. Now, he didn't get a 50 piece, which is exactly what he was on track of getting after the end of the second quarter. But he does end up with 39, which is, I think this is either the highest scoring game that he's ever had. But again, just a very good game from him. 12 out of 20 from the fields, 5 out of 9 from 3, hit all his free throws. Just, he really acted like he was a vet today. Really love his performance. And after this, I'm going to go watch his interview with Lauren Green there and hear what he has to say about the game. 3 turnovers, which isn't great. And again, the 0 on the plus minus. But his overall efficiency was great, and the points, and the Jazz won the game. So I'll give him an 8.5. Larry Marketing, I thought had a good game as well. I'll give him an 8. I don't think he comes anywhere near Keontae in terms of the game, but he did hit his average. But overall, I felt that some of the defensive lapses from him wasn't great. I think that's probably kind of, you could see that there through the 5 turnovers. I really think the Grizzlies caused a lot of it as well, with really getting on him and really kind of ruffling his feathers as well, which kind of caused him not to be the kind of Lowry that I saw. Like, he had a good game, but just wasn't a great game from Lowry. But yeah, so I'm going to give him an 8. Nurkic as well, I think, had a good solid performance. Another double machine by him there. 13.17 rebounds. He gets an 8 for me. Svi Mykhailiuk. There is something going on there with Svi Mykhailiuk only getting 5 shots. That's weird. That like, I'm being honest about that. That is really weird. Like, he shot 40% from 3, and we were trying to set him up even more. Like, the players probably aren't passing the ball. I don't know why. Like, there's something going on there. I don't like that. Like, Svi Mykhailiuk, yeah, I can't give him very high, so I'm going to give Svi Mykhailiuk a 7.5. Like, he did what we asked him to do. He played some good defense there and was efficient with his shooting. Like, I have no qualms with him. And then Ace Bailey started out rough, ended, I think, pretty strong. Had some really good defensive plays, Ace Bailey, but only 8 points in 30 minutes. That's just not good. And 4 out of 12 from the field isn't great, along with 0 from 3. So I'll give him a 7 point. No, I got to give him a 7. I got to be fair. I got to give him a 7 with that. Kevin Love, 20 points in 20 minutes. He was brilliant. He gets 8 for me. Really good, efficient game from him. Really turning back the hands of time in his efficiency, which I love. This is his last season with the Jazz, and I'm curious to find out what we do next year when he's gone. And I think that's where, like, the draft pick comes into play, because we definitely need guys to replace him. Maybe Ace Bailey will kind of replace his production. That would be good. Um, yeah, and then hold on, sorry, my camera's gone out. So well, it looks like I didn't do the screen thing properly. So it is what it is. Yeah, and then Kyle Filipowski didn't have a great game. Well, he didn't have an effective game, I'd say. So for me, I'm probably gonna give him a 6.5. Bryce Sensabaugh gets a 7. He hit down some good shots there. Isaiah Collier there started slow, but kind of came around in the end. So I'll give him a 7.5 there, Isaiah Collier. And I think that's the end of that. So camera's gone out, battery's dead. You guys can still hear me, but I would say, yeah, that's it. It is what it is. But I will say thank you very much for watching me do these watch alongs. Camera has gone out, so that's my fault. It does mean that the next game for the Jazz is a Monday at 8 p.m. So for me, that's a late one. And they're up against the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm going to get to take a look at Cooper Flag again, but in a little bit more detail with 20 plus games in, which would be pretty good. I will also watch. I'll also be doing another live stream probably on Sunday. Oh, no. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow. We got NBA Cup games tomorrow. And I might actually make it an NBA Cup day and do both Knicks Magic and do Spurs Thunder. Yeah, I might make it a long one tomorrow and do kind of double live stream. Haven't done one of those yet, so it'll be non-stop basketball. But hey, we'll do it. We'll do it. So it's gonna be tomorrow. We'll do some NBA Cup action, and yeah. But for Jazz fans, I will see you on Monday, and for everybody else, I will see you